I'm digging this background here. What do we got here? Is that a flash on the right of you?
Nope. Wait, here?
Yeah, the big red guy.
Turbo Man.
Turb. Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was gonna say the same thing. I love your background. Like everything's very symmetrical. It's kind of like in my head, that's what I wanted for mine.
Yeah. Well, this is like how it was originally, but if I go down, you'll see a bunch of Luna's toys everywhere.
Mm.
Yeah, it turned into her play area and then a little bit of a memorabilia area.
I got that going on too. You got
Oh,
under
I love it.
under the steps.
Yes.
Oh, gotta love sharing with your kids, right?
100%. And I was telling Ty, I can't wait till one day when she gets into sports or whatever it is, and
Mm.
I start taking down my stuff and start putting up her trophies or whatever, because it's like I just think she's the coolest kid ever. Little things that she does, I'm sure it's the same for every parent, but it's like little things she does. I just think it's the best.
Yeah.
So if she wins something or draws me something, it's definitely taking place over any of my figures or trophies or belts or whatever. It's like that's going there.
Mm. Yeah, obviously we're going to talk about Double or Nothing and like pro wrestling, but I'm going to flip it. Let's keep talking about parenthood.
Yeah, let's do it.
Uh,
I'll talk about kids any day.
I really love seeing all the monthly anniversaries you put up
Oh, yes.
for Luna. Uh, there's if anybody isn't aware, like every month there's like a theme for some people do like the picture where you put them on the blanket and move like the shape.
Hmm.
You guys do different themes.
Yeah, we'll do Star Wars. We did Fairy Odd Parents. We did, so many different things. It's like a tradition. It's more, I think, in the Brazilian culture.
Mhm.
Like you celebrate every month the day of like that they were born every month until they're 1 years old. So it was fun. It was almost like it was Halloween every single month. We got to have cake too. It was a really fun time.
Is there a party or is there a theme that maybe got turned down for maybe just you couldn't find the costume or it was just maybe a little difficult to do?
The Fairy Odd Parents one was pretty difficult, which was also cool because the show creator actually like, reposted us on his thing. We met him at a con a couple times, and he's a super nice guy. But I wanted to do Courage the Cowardly Dog, and it was a little difficult to try to figure out like a costume Luna could wear, and then try to make us look like Muriel and Hustage, or I think I just said his name wrong, but. Yeah, so that's one. Maybe we'll save it for the second kid, and we'll figure out how to do the Courage the Cowardly Dog theme.
I have a hard enough time trying to get my kids to dress up for Halloween with me, so like
Oh yeah,
you're doing God's work here, getting a chance to do this every month. And I love that you said it's part of you know, part of the culture to celebrate that. It has like, another personal meaning.
yeah. It's like I never heard of it, and then when she told me, she's like, like this is something that we do, and I'm like, I'm all for it. I'm like, we get to dress up. One of them, we got to be Dragon Ball Z. I'm a
Mhm.
big Dragon Ball Z mark, so it's like I get to dress up like Goku. Yeah, for sure. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, there's something else I was gonna tell you, but I forgot it. Let's keep going.
All right. Uh,
Hit me like towards the end of this. I'm like, oh yeah, and it won't make any sense.
yeah, we're not live. I'll loop it. I'll figure out.
You'll
I'll,
just
I'll
edit
figure
it.
out how to paste it back in. But I mentioned Double or Nothing is coming up this weekend. Sons of Texas, you and Dustin Rhodes have a match with the Hurt Syndicate. They've been on fire lately. You guys are obviously champions. Uh, Talk to me about the match itself. Are you maybe looking at finding some extra sons or maybe some extra backup to deal with their growing numbers?
Yeah, we're gonna need it, right? I mean, they got MJF, and that guy's a piece of garbage. But we got it. We got the Von Erichs. All together, we're Texas' favorite son. So maybe we make a call to the Von Erichs, and they can come help us out. But yeah, the Hurt Syndicate for sure. They're big guys. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin. It's gonna be a tough night for sure. Tough night for my body, I'm sure. But hopefully by the end of it, it'll all be worth it. And I think this is the seventh Double or Nothing, the 6 year anniversary of the event. But I'm super excited about it, and I feel very happy that I've been on this one. I've been on almost every single one. I only missed last year's. So, hopefully, we'll go and bring some gold back, make this a double or nothing to remember.
Mhm. Uh, Dustin has two nephews that are breaking into the business too. So
That's true. Yeah, let's see. We got a whole bunch of Texas boys we can come help us out.
274 days and counting for you guys as Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions.
Let's go.
Uh, I'm pretty sure nobody's ever been AEW Tag Team Champion and Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, so that would be a cool first for you. You've obviously were part of the first match in Ring of Honor, or I'm sorry, first match in AEW history.
Hmm.
Any other firsts you're maybe like trying to accomplish?
Man, there's a lot of things I still want to do. Even in matches, like I see certain things like, and I want to get in a cage match, not like the blood and guts cage, like the actual cage match. Because there's some stuff I see possible that I've never seen done that I would love to do. It just needs to be the right time, right opponent, right match for this to happen. But there's some first ever stuff I would like to do in a cage match.
Mhm.
Um, and then matches, there's a lot of firsts we could do for sure. Um, but honestly, what you just named, I'd love to be the first Ring of Honor and AEW Unified Tag Team Champion.
You also are, the one of the four pillars of AEW. People talk about that all the time for, for better or worse. Like sometimes
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
it's an honor to be mentioned in that, but then sometimes it's like this guy's not a pillar and we should put this person in. It's like almost like the Mount Rushmore argument, which
Right.
obviously can go both ways too, but how much stock do you put into that? Like I just mentioned, it's an honor in many ways, but I feel like it could be a distraction at sometimes.
Well, I think it's like how you said, people, it's almost like the Mount Rushmore. People have their own opinions of who would want to be. I didn't come up with this thing. I just feel like the four guys that were mentioned for it were the original, like, four young guys that, especially during the pandemic, like, we really busted our ass in front of nobody, just trying to help this place grow. And I understand there's new faces now and all these new things. And that's okay if people feel like, hey, these are our pillars now, or whatever. It's like that's cool. It doesn't take away from what like us four have done in the past. And I don't really put too much stock into a lot of what people say. I used to a lot. It used to bother me a lot what people would say because I felt like I was always looking for outside validation when ultimately I just needed to find validation with myself. And I feel like I found that. And a lot of people's comments, they kind of just, water off the back, it just kind of, it doesn't stick. And so I felt like maybe becoming a dad has helped with that. Like, it's like, yeah, so and so is saying this or this person's saying this. It's like, man, who cares? I have a daughter I can go and hang out with, and we can go to the park and have fun. And so it's like, it's really kept me focusing on what's really important in life. And what a big thing that I have been trying to focus on is control what I can control. I may not be able to control the booking or control what so and so says or what these people's opinions of me are. All I can really do is just focus on what Sammy Guevara can do today. And what I would like to do today is to go to the gym and have fun with my family.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd like to do on today, this Friday.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, and I certainly relate to it. Like age, I think getting older helps with that perspective, but also becoming a parent. Like I used to struggle with that too, but as long as your boss is happy and as long as your family's happy and you are too, I think it's easier to, sort of ignore that outside noise and, kind of make that imposter syndrome or any kind of feelings like that, you know, they're not as important.
Yeah, and I mean that imposter syndrome, you just nailed it too. It's like maybe because I am getting older, it's like I can kind of see like maybe in the beginning, it's like I felt like I needed everybody to feel like I belonged because I didn't feel like I belonged. But maybe today here, Sammy Guevara, 31, gonna be 32 soon. My God, am I getting old? But I know where I belong, and as long as I know that, that's what's important.
I wish I was 32 again. I'm gonna be 40 next week.
Sheesh. Oh no, I'm just kidding.
Oh. Uh, it, it didn't bother me until like this week. And now I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, but then you're gonna turn 50 and be like, oh man, remember when I thought I was old at 40? Like that was nothing.
yeah, uh, whatever. I'll deal with it as it
Yeah,
happens.
as it comes.
Uh, Today is a big day for you too. AEW Jazzwares is releasing the 3-pack for the golf cart chase, the action fig. Oh, you already got them.
Look
Right, we got it.
at that. Look at that.
Love
Oh.
it. That's how it comes packaged.
Yeah.
Oh
Well, it
man.
comes in like two other boxes. It's very well packaged. Me, Ty, and Luna, we just filmed an unboxing thing, and it's super well packaged up in here.
Yeah. Uh, Obviously that's a really cool milestone for you. Like you've had action figures before, but now they're immortalizing this moment in your career. It was viral when it happened, and it's still you still see gifs come up of
Yeah.
getting chased on the golf cart. How big of a moment was that for you?
Man, I'm super happy you asked this question because, yeah, that was the first show back once the world like shut down at that time. Like that April, everybody was at home, and then that May, the first match that was announced, or whatever, was the street fight.
Mhm.
And I just remember this camaraderie at the time of everyone like, all right, we need to put together like a great show for people that are stuck at home. And yeah, when the idea of me getting hit with this golf cart came up, I was like, oh, I'm going to make this look crazy. Much younger Sammy, didn't have a family. Uh, but yeah, so when that happened, afterwards, I never expected to see like how much it blew up and like all the memes and all of that. And now the fact that it's an action figure it just goes to show that if you give 100%, you never know what kind of moment you can make. And that was kind of like always my attitude is whatever they give me, I'm going to try to make the most out of it. Rather than getting super kicked by Mac Jackson and like going fold in half like a pretzel. Yeah, like so this one means a lot to me, not only because of the packaging, of the moment, but like the people I'm with too, and Matt Hardy and Kenny Omega, two legends of the business, and we got Sammy Guevara, young legend of his own. It means a lot, and it just goes to show that the hard work can pay off. It might take a little bit longer than you wanted it. It's been 5 years, but we finally got it. Let's go.
And like I said, it's releasing today. You can go order it on Jazzwares or probably AEW Shop. Go check it out if you want
It's
to.
on the Jazzwares Vault. Yeah, I think it's available in like an hour from when we're filming this now. Probably when this goes out, it's already live.
Mm.
Sammy probably already ordered like 20 more of them, so
Get it
get
while you
get
can. The
another
vault, the
copy.
vault stuff goes fast. I've seen.
Yeah, and this is one of 3,000, so there's only 3,000 of them.
Very cool. I got a couple more questions before I let you go. Craziest purchase after you've made it? Because I've seen you buy some pretty cool stuff. I know you did one video where you bought like an old video game console and
Yeah.
kind of played it up, but is there anything that you would think is like the most frivolous or craziest thing you've bought since you kind of feel like you've made it?
Yeah, I mean, this was like early on, and like especially like having a baby changes everything when it comes to like spending money. Now I look at certain things. Like I was at a con recently and I was looking at this big Goku statue and it cost like $400. And I was like, man, this is really cool. And I was like, come on, it's $400. Like, so it's making me second guess my purchases now. But years ago, just for a bit, basically in the vlog, I think I spent like $500 on a Versace robe, and I was just like, man, this is so stupid. Like even when I'm wearing it, like I still have it to this day. But it's like, man, why didn't I spend $500 on a robe? It probably was more. I think it might have been $700. But
Mhm.
it's just like a bathrobe, Like I could just buy a towel for like $20 or whatever. Like it's that was one of the stupidest purchases I think I've ever done.
And that's the answer I want. Is that a broken Matt like wrestling buddy behind you?
Which one?
I see something over your right.
Down here?
No, it's hard to point. Oh, Under the posters on the wall.
Under the posters, this?
Yeah, whatever that is. It looks like broken mat.
I'm
I don't know what
confused.
that is.
Now I'm gonna move. I'm gonna see. You talking about this?
Yeah.
Oh, this is like a kitchen set.
No, no, no. There's like a doll in it or something. And it looks like a doll with shoes closer to the camera.
Closer to the cat. Oh, are you talking about this?
Nah, it looks like it's in a box. All right.
Nah.
Oh, wait, it's on your desk. Okay. I'm having trouble with my depth
Oh, you
perception.
talking about this?
Yeah. It looked
Ah,
like it was farther behind you.
you know, it'd be funny if you were just like, I'm just ribbing you. I just wanted you to get up.
No, no, no. I know what it is. It's a micro brawler. Or no, it's the figure. Holy crap, my vision. I'm getting old, see?
That's right. The figure that's available right now at the vaultjazzwares.com.
I thought it was much farther away because I was gonna say the Goku statue would look nice on that wall.
You know,
So
I agree with you. I agree. We need to get Miss Tainara over here. We need to get this $5,000 Goku statue.
all right, so in a roundabout way, I'm maybe helping you redecorate. So
No, I appreciate
we'll take that as a win. All right, last question. What do you want people to talk about more? There's a lot of stuff that comes up. We went over, the golf cart moment, some of your achievements. A lot of stuff comes up when you hear the name Sammy Guevara. What do you want people to talk about more that maybe they don't talk about enough, or just something you're proud of that maybe just you want a little more love?
You know, a big thing that I'm working on is a desire to not like care so much to be seen, you know? So whatever people want to remember me by, or don't want to remember me by, like that's their own prerogative. Ultimately, this is how I see myself. I am just a kid who ultimately wanted to be a professional wrestler, and I dreamed of doing this. I went out and did it. You know, despite whatever cliche that might sound like, ultimately, I'm just a kid that tried and did it. And I have made YouTube videos and vlogs where I promote that. Like, me and the person that's watching this, there's no difference other than a choice to go after something that your heart desires. And my heart desired to be a professional wrestler, and I made that happen. And for anybody out there, you can make that happen too.
I respect it. I hope people take your advice. I think, couldn't think of a better way to end this. Check out AEW Double or Nothing this weekend. Sons of Texas versus the Hurt Business or Hurt Syndicate. Got to get that right.
They're
Uh,
gonna be hurt defeated. That's what they're gonna be. I got you. Boom. And you're gonna see and new the Sons of Texas. Let's go.
all right, you go hit the gym. I'm gonna go get my eyes checked after that. After that blunder with my depth perception.
No,
So
I get it. Hey, you're turning the big 40.
yeah. All right, we got to run in.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for your time. Best of luck this weekend. Talk soon.
Yes. Have a good one.